A proud daughter-in-law cuts her mother-in-law's oxygen pipe in the hospital, and a nurse secretly sees her from behind the door. The mother-in-law is an asthma patient, so she starts struggling to breathe. The proud daughter-in-law feels happy seeing her suffering, and says suffer even more, but she does not feel any pity for her. She enjoys watching her suffer, and removes a gold bracelet from her arm. The mother-in-law keeps struggling, but the cruel daughter-in-law says, suffer more. The nurse stands there, shocked, after seeing everything. Then the nurse walks outside and sees the woman's husband arriving. The nurse looks very worried and tries to tell him what happened, but suddenly his wife comes and starts acting lovingly toward him, so the nurse does not get a chance to speak. The husband asks about his mother, and the wife says, everything is fine. Do not worry. Then suddenly the old mother comes out struggling to breathe. The son quickly runs toward his mother, and the nurse immediately brings another oxygen machine and helps her. The son becomes very worried, seeing his mother in that condition. The mother tries to say something, but the nurse tells her to relax. Then the nurse angrily says, this is all your wife's doing. But the wife refuses to admit it and says she did nothing. Then the nurse quickly shows the cut oxygen pipe to the husband and says, look, your wife did this. The husband becomes extremely angry and starts arguing with his wife, but she still denies everything and says the nurse is lying. The husband angrily tells her to stop talking nonsense. The nurse says, I saw her with my own eyes. Then the mother also points toward the wife and says, she did all this. The husband stands there, shocked, and says, how could you do something like this? Do you not feel any shame? But the wife still keeps denying it and says, everyone is lying. Then the husband notices the gold bracelet in her hand and says, if you did nothing, then why are you holding my mother's bracelet? The wife tries to avoid answering and changes the topic. Then the mother tells her son the whole story and says she cut my oxygen pipe and stole my bracelet. She was feeling happy watching me suffer. After hearing this, the husband angrily snatches the bracelet from his wife's hand and says, get out. I do not even want to see your face anymore. Then the wife starts begging for forgiveness and says, please forgive me. I will never do this again. But the husband says, leave from here. You do not have even a little humanity. You treated my mother worse than an animal. Then the wife angrily says to the nurse, I will not spare you. You should not have told my husband. But the husband shouts at her to stop talking and get out of his sight forever, and leaves her. The wife angrily walks away from there. Then the nurse and the son help the mother back onto the bed. The son apologizes to his mother for his wife's behavior and says, I am sorry for everything that happened. But the mother says, son, none of this is your fault. Your wife was like this. Do not worry. I will recover soon. Then the nurse tells the son, do not worry. I will take care of her now. She will recover very soon, and hugs the old mother hurting someone or wishing bad for others. Always comes back to the person who does it. If you liked our video, then share it as much as possible so that no proud wife ever treats her mother-in-law like this. And please, like, share, and subscribe to our channel.